Okay, so this is what we're going to be working with. We're going to create this design from the scratch, coming up with these concepts. The major thing we're looking at here is alignment and size, basically shape and your spacing, and also our text positioning majorly. So we'll be using our shape tool, and majorly the shape tool. Basically, that's what we'll be playing with. And also I'm going to show how we'll import an existing image into this particular design. So majorly this, what we are seeing on the screen, is what we're going to recreate. So let's start with a new page. So the first thing I did was to create my workspace, which is, let's say this. Then the text there is getting my text to type the argument. Hope I'm right with this spelling. The arguments, let me check. Identifying the pain, exploring the gain with Billy Stanley. Okay, a one-on-one chat on WhatsApp. Okay, this is our text. So let's start our work now. So the first thing I did was to break all text apart. To break it apart, you either use Ctrl-K, which is a shortcut, or you come to your object box and break text apart like this. So all the text have been separated. So first of all, I reduce my size here, keep it aside. We'll say come back to that. So let me play with these guys here first. This is what I want to play with now. Then my background, I already have my colors here. You can choose your color from your color palette anywhere around here, but first of all I change my color to blue. Then, because this is not the shade of blue I want, I come to my tool here, click either F11 to take you to your color fill or your color fountain, or you double click on this, the color at the bottom here. It will take you, double click it, it will take you direct to the color fountain. Edit your shade, edit the shade of blue you want. So I have something like this, but on the initial one we have 336 and 69 to give us this color shade. So now when you are working on any design with a dark background, always make sure your text is more like bright text so that your content will be very visible. So I'm using Arial Black as my font. Then I also break this apart. Trying to be rushy fast so that you will not waste too much time on it. Increase your size of the text because that is our emphasis. Using my shape tool to draw these guys closer together. Same also with the MENT. Then position it this way. Okay, this being achieved, then bring the argument system up now, please. Okay, just a few seconds while the system is auto saving. Okay, now this is all we have, so let's progress. Then the next thing we have, if you observe, we have some call out icons here. So to get those call out icons, you come under your polygon tool, under which you see on X7, you see your call out shapes. You click on your call out shape, you select which of the call out icons you want. They have about 6 different types there, so you just select. So I go with the middle one, then I drag. This is the default setting, give it a color, then edit it a bit, reduce the sharpness by using your shape tool, check the red edge of the call out, then change. You can mirror it vertically or mirror it horizontally. So we are mirroring vertically first and duplicate, then mirror horizontally, so that we have 2 different icons. Now the concept of this particular design is because it's called the argument, that is to say 2 conversation or 2 people in arguing about a discussion. So these icons will look like 2 different individuals or discussing with each other. So this is where I got create our effect. Excuse me. Okay, I'm trying to be as fast as possible. Okay, so we have something like this. Don't forget, always work with alignment. Everything have to properly align with each other. Take this guy up a bit. Okay, so then remove the outline on your call out. If you check, there is a black outline. So to remove the outline, you come to your outline box here, you click it and click on none, or on the other hand you select the 2 box, then right click on the X box at the color palette, just right click it and your outline is off. So I add my colors to it. I already have the existing color, which is pink, RGB pink, and my deep yellow. Okay, on the other way, let's just, I think it was the other way around, deep yellow and RGB pink. Okay, now the next thing I did was to create the effect for my text. If you check, there is a cut on the T and the U, just to create a creative effect for that purpose. So to achieve that, you break your text apart, which is Ctrl K. Now we have our T, then break it apart, so you have your U standing alone. You can decide not to break it apart, but I like breaking it apart so that I will maintain the original font in case I want to fall back to the name of the font that I used. So that's why I always separate it from the total text. So now select the call out, press your shift key and tap the U shape. If you come here, you will see some features at the top of your screen. You can use your simplify tool to cut it off. Once that's been done, if you take it off, this is the effect you get, as you can see here. Then all I just did was to shift it a bit, or on a second thought, bring this guy down, then use your shape tool to increase the space of the cut. Increase the space. Okay, that being done, as you can see on the screen, then we do the same thing to our T here. Excuse me, let me make a little adjustment. Okay, select icon, press shift key, highlight it with your T, then simplify. You also have the same thing, so all you just need to do is to give your space, just like this. Okay, here we go. Now, next is to align our text under the argument. I chose Century Gothic as my font for that. Add your color to it, change text to cap case, title case rather, then align it with the M. Identify, shift key, tap M, then left, align to the left. Just to make sure everything is aligned, I check. Okay, there's a little shift, so make adjustments. Zoom in, make your adjustment from here. So you adjust the text to align with the edge of the T. Okay, that is that. Okay, so the next part of this design is to create this particular effect with Believe Stanley. You can use your name and your image depending on what you want to achieve. So separate this together, then break apart. I chose script as the text for this particular purpose, then Agency Pro, Agency FB as my font for the name, all capital letter, uppercase. Then I close my space, highlight only the name Stanley and give it my color, my preferred color. Also, okay, reverse is the case, yellow, then like light gray. Then to create the box on inside the name, use my rectangle tool, create the box, add outline color, right click on the color, increase the size to say 1.5, or let me make it 1 point. Okay, then zoom in. Now if you check, there is an effect there, a space in between the width there. So to achieve that, all I just need to do is to make sure, first of all, it is properly centralized. But let me just align the name first. Okay, so now to align, make sure it's at the center point. Select the word or the text, align it with your box, then press C to centralize.
Not Ctrl C, C.
Press C to centralize. Then to be sure of what you are doing, convert the box, the shape to curve. Convert to curve by pressing Ctrl K. Becomes an object. Then you select 2 points, double click 2 points, and right click in between the both point and click, select delete. You have effect there. Now here we go. So next is to create my picture box, to have the small face there, which is this light, remove outline. Then to bring my picture inside, right click on your screen, select import, go to your picture folder, wherever your picture is, select the image you want to use, choose this and bring it inside, then drag all through. I always like editing my picture, especially when the face is not too bright. So all I just need to do is to brighten up my picture. If you can see, let me zoom in. The face is not too bright, so to make it brighter, I select effect to click on adjust, select tone curve, then it will take you to the dialog box where you can edit the face of the image up a bit to make it much brighter. Excuse me. To make it much brighter, as you can see the difference now. Okay. Here we go. So the next, almost through, power clip the image inside the box by right clicking on the image, select power clip inside and place it inside. Edit power clip by pressing your control key, and press your control key and tap the image, highlighted image, to take it inside the box, and you edit the position of the image or the parts you just want to be more visible on the design. Let me take it inside. Here we go. Okay. To finish power clip, there's a button at the bottom. This particular procedure is majorly for X7 and X8 Coreldraw users, not any versions below, especially X3. Thank you very much for that. I need to place that disclaimer so that somebody will not call me and say, sir, this thing didn't work. So my fonts, I still go for Century Gothic, centralized with the main, the box, centralize, Ctrl C. Then I need to centralize everything, or better still increase. Okay, let me just centralize everything, group all text together. But first of all, I need to make sure that this guy group is properly centralized with this main position. So there's a little bit bigger, so all I just need to do is to adjust the position of this to fit in from here. Perfect. I do the same with this guy here. On a second thought, okay, I think just it's looking too big, so I just want to reduce it centrally. Press your shift key, then reduce. Everything will reduce to the center at the same time. Don't stretch. So here we go. I group everything, Ctrl G, align with the main background. Press your shift key, tap the background, then C for central, E for even. Then I choose to increase it a bit. Yes, here we. Okay, I missed something. Let's begin. Or better still, I can still leave it like this, but let me just add. Let's begin. Using my Century Gothic. Excuse me. Okay, Century Gothic. Got it. Reduce my size because I don't want to pay attention to that guy. That's why I'm making it look smaller. Let's begin. Align with my A. So group everything. Ctrl G and position at the middle. Sorry. CE. So here we are. Group everything. Page. Go to go.
Thank you so much for listening to this video.
Okay, thank you so much for joining us. More tutorials will be coming in our subsequent edition. See, I come your way again. This is Billy Stanley signing out.
Side commentator Tam.
Okay, thank you very much. You just have 20 minutes. Catch you some other time. This is Billy Stanley for Creative Playhouse.